Hey, what's up everybody? It's the People's Crypto. I'm back again with another video. We have some interesting new developments in the cryptocurrency space. But before we dive in, please keep in mind that this video is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research and please seek out a financial advisor with a background in cryptocurrencies or digital assets. If you've been living under a rock and you're completely unaware, Bitcoin has finally, as The Rock would say, broken $20,000. It's completely insane. We're probably going to be going a lot higher, or we could be going down just as fast as we went up. So please keep that in mind. It's great to celebrate, but let's hope that Bitcoin holds on to this new all-time high and we go higher, which would be completely insane. But let's jump into the first story. It says, as Bitcoin breaks 20K, these are the next possible targets. BTC price analysis. Bitcoin price has just surged by $1,300 in the last few hours, ticking at $780 beyond the previous all-time high of $19,990. This is the highest price Bitcoin has ever been across all exchange platforms and has happened just as the American trading session got underway. In the last analysis, we predicted the prior drop in volatility could have been a significant sign of an early accumulation before a new big move, and it turns out this was exactly what was happening. 24 billion has flooded into the market during the last price movement and pushed the global market capital within inches of 600 billion. Insane. This is the highest it's been since January 30th, 2018, over 1,052 days ago. This new uptrend has also caused a significant short squeeze and liquidated almost 400 million short position on major exchanges. Can BTC hold this new price point? Price levels to watch in the short term. On the 4-hour BTC USD chart, we can see that the Bitcoin price action is now clear of the 0.786 Fibonacci extension level at $20,544 and currently experiencing strong selling pressure at the $20,600 level. All good news, completely insane. I will probably say that one or two things will happen. We will either go higher or we will go lower. That's really the only prediction I can really say. It's one or the other. We're either going up more or we're going down. Another thing is we could possibly trade sideways. So please keep that in mind. If you have not acquired one Bitcoin yet, just my investment opinion, it's probably best to dollar cost average in. If you're an expert trader and you know what you're doing, then trade away. You'll be there soon, or you probably already have a couple Bitcoin as it is. But just keep that in mind. Just be extremely careful because anything can happen with it reaching its new all-time highs. However, please keep in mind that the institutions are now buying up Bitcoin. So Mass Mutual and many other companies, publicly and privately, are buying up Bitcoin. And this is just going to increase as the days go by. So please keep that in mind. Bitcoin is not going anywhere. If you are going to dabble in the altcoins, just my investment opinion, I think probably Ethereum is probably one of the safest bets besides Bitcoin. Then you have all the other alts. You have Cardano, you have Zilliqa, you have Theta, you have Chainlink. There's a bunch of other good quality altcoins. Please obviously do your own research, and that's not just an endorsement by me or anything of that nature. Just please keep in mind that these things are very volatile. This market is extremely new. It's only, 11 to 12 years old. So please keep that in mind. Anything can happen. And I will tell you this. There's a lot of money to be made in the cryptocurrency space. And there's also a lot of money to be lost. So just please be careful. Research very thoroughly. If you're not sure, reach out to someone who has a background in cryptocurrencies or digital assets. So just please be careful because it's going to get insane. And that could be a good or a bad thing for you depending on how you do your research. Let's take a look at our next story. Coinbase and Binance experienced technical issues during Bitcoin's rally over 20K, and I'm not surprised by that. It says Binance and Coinbase, two of the leading cryptocurrency exchanges, experienced technical issues in the past few hours and users were unable to log in. The problems coincided with Bitcoin breaking into uncharted territory above $20,000 for the first time. This is not new. This will continue to happen, and I will say this time and time again. If you have money on any exchange, especially Coinbase, take your money off of the exchange. The reason being, if you're trying to sell or buy or move your money out of these exchanges, you will not be able to. Now, this is the first time that I'm at least seeing Binance having these issues, but I'm not surprised. A lot of traders will perhaps try to execute trades during this new rally that we're having. So I'm not really surprised by that, but just be careful. If you're hodling, take your crypto off the exchange. I say it all the time, and I will continue to say it. Do not leave any money on the exchange unless you're trading. Take your money off the exchange. These exchanges experiencing technical issues is going to continue to happen, especially as we're in this new bull market that's supposed to reach insane heights. So there's going to be a lot of people who are going to try to remove their cryptocurrencies off of these exchanges, these platforms, and they're going to have problems. That's going to continue to happen. So that's why I say, please, whatever you do, if you have a significant amount and you have no intentions on selling or taking profits, take them off the exchange. These exchanges can have technical issues. They can get hacked. They can get compromised maybe by governments. So many things can happen. You just don't want to take that risk. So always take your money off of these exchanges. So just please keep that in mind. Let's take a look at our next story. Asset manager Ruffer confirms 750 million Bitcoin investment as hedge against fiat currency devaluation. The investment management firm Ruffer, with over 27 billion under management, has confirmed that its Bitcoin investment now totals 750 million. A Ruffer spokesperson told news.bitcoin.com that this was primarily a protective move from the firm's portfolio as the firm reduced its gold investment. Ruffer says that its Bitcoin investment is an insurance policy against continuing devaluation of the world's major currencies. Bitcoin now 2.7% of Ruffer's total portfolio. So this is what I'm saying. Like, people are actually now moving out of precious metals and they're putting it into Bitcoin. This is just absolutely insane. I'm obviously going to include the entire article in the description below, but this is just to bring to your attention and point you in the right direction. Obviously, none of this is investment advice, and it shouldn't be taken as investment advice, but as you do your own research, you're going to come across that, okay, people are dumping gold, they're even dumping silver, and they're getting into cryptocurrencies. And just look at the price of Bitcoin now. We're at new all-time highs, which is insane, and we're going to continue to go higher and higher. Yes, we're going to go to the moon. We're going to do insane things, but just please keep this in mind. These wealthy people, these wealthy firms, these hedge funds, these billion-dollar corporations are putting just a small percentage into Bitcoin. What do you think is going to happen when Bitcoin reaches 30K, 40K, 50K, 100K? They're going to eat up the entire supply of Bitcoin. There's only 900 Bitcoins that's made a day, that's mined. There's only 21 million Bitcoin in total supply, and 6 million have disappeared because the extremely early investors either lost it, somewhere lost on an exchange called Mt. Gox, and Google that if you're not aware of Mt. Gox, but it's pretty interesting. It was one of the first Bitcoin exchanges, and it was just a mess. Just YouTube it and you'll see it's completely, it was a disaster. But so many things is happening, and just please pay attention to what's going on. The global economy right now is not doing well. Stores are closing and they're never coming back. They're kind of pointing us in this direction where they want central bank digital currencies, they want universal basic income, they want all of these insane things. If you're able, if you still have a job and you're still able to purchase just some fractions of Bitcoin, it's looking like it's not a bad idea at all, especially when you see where the money is going. Follow the money. These people are putting their money into this new currency for a reason. And they tell you flat out in this article, they're doing this as a hedge against fiat currency devaluation. Maybe you should be doing the same thing too. You know, a lot of people right now are fortunate enough to still have jobs, and they're buying things they don't need. They're buying PlayStation 5, they're buying Xbox, the new one, they're buying these expensive Apple headphones, things you don't need. Those things will depreciate in value. Maybe if you put something that's going to appreciate in value 10, 20 years from now, or even 30 years from now, or maybe even your grandkids or your kids could reap the benefits of your wise decision in getting into this particular cryptocurrency. And I'm not even talking about the rest of them. So just please pay attention to where the money is going. This is going to create generational wealth for many people. But if you don't get in, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, let's take a look at our next story. It says, Snowden reacts to Bitcoin's new price milestone. Whistleblower tweets one word, Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin has just hit a historic milestone in a turbulent year, crossing the $20,000 threshold, refreshing its all-time high. A well-known crypto advocate such as Edward Snowden have been reacting to the news on social media. And he just basically put one word, Bitcoin. It's insane. The tweet just came days after he also remembered his call on BTC price comment he made back on March 13th, 2020. And I quote, "This is the first time in a while I've felt like buying Bitcoin. That drop was too much panic and too little reason." End quote. But yeah, trust me, the smart people get it. And some smart people don't get it. But there's going to be a major difference between the people that got in and the people that didn't. You're going to have people who will become extremely wealthy, and you're going to have people who become extremely poor. So just keep that in mind. Let's take a look at our next story. Germany legalizes digitized securities. Like, this is insane that all of this is happening and nobody's paying attention. So just please keep that in mind. Nobody is paying attention to what's going on. People are so caught up in this public health crisis, and don't get me wrong, it's a serious thing, it's really bad. But the effects of this public health crisis is going to make a lot of people poor. But it's also going to make a lot of people wealthy if you're paying attention to where all the money is going. That's why I always say, please pay attention to where the money is going. And this article says Europe's largest economy is looking to pave the way for securities trading on the blockchain. The German word for securities is, I'm going to murder this. This is going to be so bad because I don't speak German. I completely said that wrong on purpose, by the way. Or papers of worth, which may soon be as outdated as nocturnal traders saying they're burning the midnight oil. Per Reuters report from Wednesday, Merkel's cabinet had passed a new law that will end the requirement to have paper certificate for sale of security, overtly looking to advance blockchain trading within the country. So there you have it. They're going to be putting things on the blockchain. Please pay attention to what's happening, people. This is going to be completely amazing, but, you know, all the people with the money, the 1%, the elites, it doesn't really matter to them what price Bitcoin goes up to. Once they realize, okay, this thing is stabilized and they can buy it at whatever price. Warren Buffett could easily buy Bitcoin at 50,000 or 100,000. We can't. We work regular jobs. Who knows? Maybe some of us don't even have jobs right now. But just keep that in mind. These wealthy elites, they can wait till Bitcoin explodes in price. However, some of them are not going to do that. Some of them are going to deep dive in immediately. And we already seen that happening now. So just be extremely mindful of that. But from this article, I'm going to include it in the description. Germany legalizes digitized security. So all of this stuff is coming, and it's coming fast. And unfortunately, they're going to leave behind a certain portion of the society. So just please keep that in mind. It's going to be an interesting future. Let's take a look at the current cryptocurrency prices. Bitcoin is at $21,353. Ethereum is at $634.31. XRP is 53 cents. USDT is $1. Litecoin is $91.90. Bitcoin Cash is $307.40. Chainlink is $13.41. 88 Cardano, which I was talking about for such a long time, it's 16 cents right now. Polkadot is $5.33. Binance is $30.59. XLM is 18 cents. Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision is 179.09. USDC is $1. EOS is 306. XMR Monero is 156.18. Wrapped Bitcoin is $21,355. Neem is 25 cents. Tron is 3 cents. XTZ Tezos is 236, and OKB is $5.93. That is going to wrap it up for the top 20. If you like this video, please share, subscribe, hit the notification button, reshare the video with any friends or family, even if they're not listening to you. If you're telling them to buy Bitcoin and they're completely ignoring you, just share the video anyway. Sometimes it takes people a couple times of hearing something before they finally decide, you know what, I'm going to invest in this product, or I'm going to try this out. It takes time. That's going to do it for this video. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, I'm on Float, and that is going to do it for this video. Remember to hit that thumbs up if you're listening on YouTube. If you're listening on Odyssey or BitLink, hit that fire or thumbs up button, and that's going to do it for this video, and I will see you guys and gals later. And yes, hopefully Bitcoin will stay up beyond 21,000. If not, then buy the dip. And that's going to do it for this video, and I'll see you guys and gals later.